This is my top 10 episodes of Star Trek Voyager. If you don't know the backstory, there's 7 seasons, and it's a team of scientists that were just going out on a call, and they're from Earth, most of them, and then they get pulled into the Delta Quadrant, which is, by their estimates, approximately 75 years away from Earth. So the whole point is for them to try to get back to Earth, and along the way they meet all these crazy characters and aliens and almost die millions and millions, hundreds and hundreds of times, and yeah, it takes 7 seasons for them to go through everything. So the crew started out like this, and then by the end of the season it's like this. You can see one of the characters left and one character came in. This is the first and only show so far where there's a female captain. Woo! Janeway! So Janeway is actually, or Kate Mulgrew is actually coming to Chicago Comic-Con this August if anybody wants to go see her with me. Anyway, let's get started. Number 10. It's where Tuvok is asked to train some of the Maquis because they have never been trained in Starfleet, and he's very strict, but then some horrible thing happens, of course, and he actually starts to care a lot for the misfits that he's trying to train. It's a really good episode. Number 9 doesn't actually have an episode or a season. I had to put this in here because Harry Kim is such an important character. He's the ensign throughout the whole thing, and he falls in love with the weirdest things, so I needed to show that I represent him. So he falls in love with a hologram, an export, the wrong twin, and a xenophobic alien. And he's just a nice guy, so that's why he's number 9. Any episode with him is number 9. Number 8 is all about the Doctor. It's called Author. It's, the Doctor is a hologram, if nobody knew that already. He has more rights than any other hologram has ever had, because the crew is stuck with him and they just keep growing his database, basically. So this one is about where he writes a story, and it's too similar to what's happened on Voyager, but everything is slightly skewed. Like, everyone abuses the hologram, Janeway kills people randomly, stuff like that. So they can't publish it, but instead it is used later on as a really good ending. It is used later on as a way to fight for rights of the holograms. Number 7, Pathfinder. This is a great episode because of a couple of things. A lot of characters from the Next Generation Star Trek is actually on this. So Barclay, Lieutenant Barclay, and Deanna Troi are in this episode, and the whole point is actually for Barclay, who's still kind of a bumbling idiot. He actually finds a way to communicate with Voyager, and this is the first time that Voyager and Earth have had communications with Voyager. Number 6. Bride of Chaotica. This is explained in a small clip, but really, I think we each need a holodeck.
This is no ordinary mission.
What was that?
No ordinary ship.
Captain Proton, surrender!
Not a chance.
And no ordinary crew.
Ha! You're no match for Arachnia.
Blood Fever is one of my favorite episodes because B'Elanna, the half Klingon crew member, kind of gets infected with the Vulcan, like, sex hormone thing, so she gets really aggressive and really has to, like, fight out the blood fever or have sex to get rid of it. And this is where B'Elanna and Paris's relationship starts forming, and that's my favorite part. This episode is about Kes, who's an Uncompa, and it's a crazy weird species, but basically they only live 9 years, so their sexual maturity happens at age like 2 or 3, and this is when she's turning, she's a little early for her age, but yeah, she's becoming sexually mature, and it's gross. Like, she gets sticky, and she gives birth out of her back. Well, she doesn't. She has the opportunity to, and it ends up that Neelix, her boyfriend at the time, and her just aren't ready. But you learn way too much about it. It's gross. Number 3, Resolutions. This is where Janeway and Chakotay are stranded on a planet because they have a virus, and it actually gets really romantic because they're, in their head, they think that they're going to be stuck there for the rest of their lives and that they have to farm and create a house and a home, and it's really sweet. They almost get close enough to be in a relationship, and then they get rescued again. The Borg, plus children, plus a clip.
An old enemy. We are the Borg, but a new generation.
Captain, they're children.
Don't let their appearance fool you. They are in control of the specimen.
So young
Your weapon won't work here.
and so deadly.
Comply, or your hostages die.
And number 1 is Homestead. Season 7, episode 23. Not the last episode, but one of the... I actually cried. This is where they say goodbye to Neelix, and they do the whole thing they did in Scrubs, where everyone that you ever known lines up in the hallway, and you walk past them, and it's very sweet and sad, and it was a very good ending. They should have ended there, but they didn't. It's okay. Yay, Voyager!